good afternoon. Maybe in Indonesia, I'm from Indonesia. It's good evening, everyone, and all honorable to all participants. Before we begin our presentation. Let me introduce myself. My name is Gita Bahari. I'm graduate from Nursing Profession Program at Binawan University, Indonesia, and also I'm currently working as neonatal nurse in the NICU at Budi Kemuliaan Hospital, Jakarta. It is privilege for me to be here today to present my final scientific paper, which I developed as a part professional degree at Binawan University. Okay, and I will begin by sharing the outline. And first, the title of my presentation is Implementation of Modern Wound Care in Newborn Baby with Epidermolysis bullosa acquisita in NICU Budi Kemuliaan Hospital, Jakarta. This is a case report. I will begin by sharing the outline on this presentation. First, I will show about the background and what is a problem statement about a newborn baby, especially with epidermolysis bullosa. And then we go to the understanding neonatal epidermolysis bullosa acquisita, with which I will explain a little bit about the theory. And then we go to the case profile and assessment, visual clinical about the patient, and then nursing care priority. What is a nursing care priority? And then implementation about modern wound care. And then in this implementation, I will explain into about compare about modern wound care and classical wound care. And then finally, I will explaining about the result and conclusion about this presentation. If we talk about the baby or case of neonatal, especially, we can see how much infant mortality rate. In 2019, the mortality rate from the data from the World Health Organization is 37, and in 2021 is 19 from birth a baby. It is a decrease about 15%. There is no definitive data on neonatal case about EBA, but the annual incidence of EBA is 0.2 to 0.5 case million people in worldwide. And then in our hospital in Budi Kemuliaan, where I'm working, we have 3 cases in 2022 until 2025. So in 1 year, we have 1 case. And in Debra, Indonesia, we have 66 EBA atau EBA, epidermolysis bullosa case in 2021. Next, what is the understanding about neonatal in the epidermolysis bullosa? The rare clinical manifestation, epidermolysis bullosa acquisita or ABA in neonate is a rare autoimmune subepidermal blistering disease characterized by the formation of autoantibodies against type 7 collagen, resulting in extreme skin fragility, which we call like a butterfly skin, and susceptibility to secondary infection in the NICU setting. Next, to go to the case profile in the assessment. The initial assessment is my patient is newborn. He's male, and with birth weight is 27-20 gram. And in skin condition is open wounds appear on the skin of the extremities, and the size of the one on the finger is 0.5 centimeter, while on the leg it is around 4 centimeters. And then pain level, we use NIPS neonatal infant pain scale. Its score is 6, which means is severe distress during movement. And the nursing diagnosis we got after we assess this patient is first pain, and that impairs skin integrity and then risk infection. Back again, I will explaining about the understanding about the rare clinical manifestation in neonate is a rare autoimmune subepidermal blistering disease characterized by the formation of autoantibodies against type 7 collagen. It means resulting in extreme skin fragility, like we can see like a butterfly skin and susceptibility to secondary infection in the NICU setting. And then we go to the case profile and assessment. Our patient is newborn. He's male with birth weight is about 27-20 grams. And then the skin condition is open one, appear on the skin of the extremities. And the size of the one is the size of the one on the finger is 0.5 centimeter, while on the leg it is around 4 centimeter. And the pain level, we use NIPS, like NIPS is neonatal infant pain scale. Score with is 6, which one the 6 is very severe distress during movement. And then after we assess this case, we got the nursing diagnosis is 3 nursing diagnosis. First is pain, and then 2 is impaired skin integrity, and 3 nursing is risk infection. Now I will showing you about the visual clinical finding we got in the baby. This is figure 1 is about baby when she's newborn. Lesion and redness on the right and left fingers, on the right knee, right leg and foot. The one saw exuded and blood on the knee, and the one is not covered. Therapy for one is only antibiotic cream, gentamicin applied cleanly on the one twice a day. The baby is still fasting. An open OGT or feeding tube is installed and in infusion infuse of dextrose 10%. It's about 6.8. And then the baby seems to cry if the one is touched and always wake up. If we see about this visual clinical finding, we can see that fragile tissue prone to friction index damage, and then it's very high exudate management requirements. And number 3 is the priority critical need for a traumatic nursing intervention, especially for the baby, because the baby is seems to cry if we touch the baby, and then she always crying because the pain scale is 6. And then we go to the nursing care priorities. What is the nursing care priority? We got the nursing care priority from the nursing diagnosis. Well, impaired skin integrity relate to immunological factors and mechanical friction as evidenced by extensive bulle and erosion. And then acute pain. Acute pain is related to exposure of nerve endings in the nude skin and the trauma from dressing change. Because when we dressing change, the baby is always crying. And then number 3 is risk for infection related to compromised skin barrier and invasive NICU procedure. So the other about only the skin, IV lines monitoring is very important to risk for infection the baby. And what we do, we implementation modern one care. Okay, in this figure, implementation carry out in accordance with the problem is to carry out one care using modern dressing. When the baby is newborn, only the therapy is only antibiotic cream. But we try to implement that modern one care. Namely, the action taken according to the one condition are to wash. First is we wash the one using normal saline, 0.9%. Then dry it with sterile gauze. Apply with antibiotic gentamicin cream. Then cover the one with a primary dressing of gauze cut with Vaseline. So we use Vaseline to cover Vaseline is primary dressing to one, and finally the dressing is closed with a soft bandage goes as a secondary dressing. So we implemented this modern wound care not only with apply antibiotic gentamicin cream. And then in the figure we can see that how the one in today. If we talk about wound care, we 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 also know about TIMA concept in NICU care. We have tissue inspection, non-aggressive debridement. So for the baby, it's non-aggressive debridement. We use application of antimicrobial agent only if localized infection suspect. And then number two is monitoring managing exudate with Vaseline, and then hydrofiber or soft foam dressing to prevent maceration while keeping the wound bed moist for epithelialization. So with modern wound care, we keep the wound is moist, not dry. And we change dressing change is every 70 hours or when saturated. For minimizing procedural pain, we have two kind with non-pharmacological and two with pharmacological support. And for the one non-pharmacological is give the baby breast milk as needed. First time, and when the baby is newborn, the baby is fasting. But after 1 days, the baby we can give the baby breast milk as needed. Or sweet is atau sucrose administration 2 minutes prior. And then we swaddling and nesting to provide security because swaddling and nesting is like it's developmental care for the baby. It's make the baby more comfort with the swaddling and nesting. And of course, we control ambient temperature of the baby is 28 until 30 degrees Celsius to prevent severing. And second, pharmacological support is collaboration with neonatologists for mild analgesia, therapy based on NIPS score monitoring. So if the score NIPS is high or severe like 6, we collaboration with neonatologists. And what is the goal? The goal is NIPS score under 3. And finally, the result for this case, one healing, if all the 3 nursing problems that were taken, we have pain and then we impair the skin integrity, and then number 3 is risk infection, all the problems have not been resolved, but there are visible results. The pain scale has decreased to 3. As we explained before, is the goal is NIPS under 3. The one has improved with modern wound care and infection has not occurred. In figure 1, it is the one when the newborn skin erosion on the right lower limb. We can see in this. And in the figure 2, we saw the first day. It is the first day without modern wound care, only apply with antibiotic cream. And then the figure 3 is third day after we use modern one. We can saw the condition, skin condition, the one. It's moist, not dry like the figure 2. If we see figure 3, the one is moist and then the redness is more recovery than the figure 2. If we compare the modern with conventional wound care with modern dressing and classic dressing, we view it in terms of patient comfort, plus effectiveness and wound healing. This is more important because what in the NICU we not just only we want the patient or the baby is healthy and but we must think about the cost effectiveness. And with modern wound care, cost effectiveness is good, and where the last baby is not long. More satisfactory outcomes for one in terms on comfort and healing. We can see nursing removal pain is low trauma, with healing rate is very excellent, and nursing time per change is efficiency. So modern wound care reduce overall NICU length of stay by 15% compared to historical EB management protocol using paraffin gauze or Vaseline gauze. And conclusion from this presentation, we modern wound care using the moist wound healing principle is very helpful in case of epidermolysis bullosa ecosita, especially in newborn. In addition to preventing infection, it also provides comfort and reduce pain, which is very important for newborn. Thank you. That's my presentation today, and have a good day.